has changed in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's McNabb. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking downfield, it's Bobo. They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. The run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He moved it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Trying to pound their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They give him the rock again on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field, I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Quick release by the QB. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off-play action. Got it in the middle. It's Tate, and he's wrestled to the ground.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on the field.
And the Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Sooners!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. Makes the grab on the big throw. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Bucs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds a little space. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air. It's Bobo. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do it. It's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Tate. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets enough. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. 6th play of the drive coming up. They're looking to throw on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that...
He wants to take the top off. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's got it on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's a hit. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Bobo. Lost one deep down the right side. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pulls it in. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Slides away. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right into the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. Back to throw, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. He'll throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football. football, and it'll be second down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him.
Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job on the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite two-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Nice move to keep running. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. He breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Bobo. Fakes the grab on the left. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. All tied up, under a minute to play. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important.
Touchdown, Bucks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Touchdown Sooner! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Going to take a shot at this DB. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right. right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Colorado. And they score first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. From the gun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. There he goes. Got some room, made him to the goal line. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent.